What's up, guys? Isaiah here from YuGiOh Gaming, and I have PJ and Logan here with me again, and we are going to go over the top 16 deck list for the PPG that happened this past weekend. Shout out to Carloncho's store. We'll put the link down in the description of the ones that hit us up with the deck list. Make sure you guys hit them up for all your card needs. You guys ready?
Let's get
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is the breakdown of what the top 16 was. As we predicted before, and PK is going to be the powerhouse of the format, I think. I didn't really see Invoke being up here, but I kind of understand it with it being like the beginning of the format. Invoked always does really well.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not really surprised that PK had 30%. I feel like that the deck kind of just built itself with Brave. You know, you just took the old deck list, added Brave into the deck, and if you look later, I feel like the list in this event was not very well defined, and I think that these percentages will definitely change moving into later stages of the format.
Yeah, it's really weird
surprised about my
Dolce.
Dolce.
Yeah, it's really weird seeing a Dolce up here at the 6%.
But it's nice, I guess.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Something different.
I definitely thought Sword Soul would be higher,
especially in Virtual World, but
yeah,
the Brave stuff did make it like a lot better.
a lot of people were excited for Virtual World, and I feel like this is probably one of the most played decks. I wish we had like a graph of how many decks were played like in the whole event.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Alright, let's get on to the thing. So our first list here is Gabe. Congrats, Gabe, for your win. I feel like this is what a lot of the list a lot of people played in this event, and it's kind of like I like the Upstart. Upstart's back, but I think that Brigade needs to be in here. I feel
Yeah,
like
Brigade
that's just a
definitely needs to
mistake.
be in here. I don't.
Yeah, like Harney's list, he also topped, and in his deck profile, he was talking about how he should have definitely played Shea Brigandine. I think these people are definitely not very good with they're not very good with the deck. They're just very inexperienced with the deck and don't understand like the lines that Brigandine allow you to go into.
Yeah, they've been playing Sword Soul for a while. At least we know Hani has.
Yeah, and in Hani's deck profile, he said that this is the first time he played PK in like tournament environment.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and if you look, you can definitely see why it was a mistake.
Brigandine.
That they're playing All Mirage, but they're just not playing Brigandine, which just actually makes zero sense since All Mirage plus Brigandine is a one card plant.
Yeah.
Right.
Other than that, I like the list though. I think it's really strong. He didn't really play hand traps, which I think is what I've been thinking about doing because, like we were talking about the other day, hand traps aren't really that strong with the adventure engine. So he's playing like droplets as like his main going second card, just to break his boards. And then if he does need the hand traps, he has them for his sideboard.
I think he got very lucky to win this event. Game 1 is very big, and the fact that he only played 3 going second cards, he must have won a lot of die rolls and got to go first because I don't understand how he win a mirror match going second with just droplet in his deck.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know his tournament experience, but I feel like he may have lost a lot of game ones.
That or just won a lot of die rolls.
Yeah.
Right.
There's not really any like tech cards.
I
Or
like
anything
the
really
I like the Gamma in the side deck.
Yeah,
I thought about playing that myself. But with Sword Soul being so popular at Protoss, you just didn't have the room. But now that Protoss isn't legal, that matchup's not nearly as hard, so Gamma's a lot better.
Yeah,
you have more room.
I like this card too. I don't know if that's like I like this card in the main deck and the decks that I'm gonna play it in, but I'm not playing PK. So
if you look, there's no token collector in this player's sideboard, which I think could be a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like if I was playing this and this was my side, I think I would swap Nib out for the token collector. I just hate this card.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to second place, which was Noah. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, so I'm not gonna do it.
Big one.
Yeah, that.
This player's very good. He's very underrated. He's topped a bunch of events.
Yeah, he's on Team Jobber, I think.
Yes.
He's playing.
Or he was.
Yeah, he's playing Virtual World. I'm pretty sure he is. I watched his deck profile, and I think he said his team was Jobber still. But he's playing Virtual World. He's not playing the Brave Engine, but he is playing the Ready Fusion. And I was listening to him talk about it. He said he played the Ready Fusion for Theseus, and he never really synced with it. He just used it for Needle Fiber.
Along with Scythe in the main deck.
Do what?
Yeah, I think.
Along with Scythe in the main deck.
Oh.
I think this list is very good. He may not have had access to the Brave cards, which is very possible because it was the very first weekend that it was legal. But I love the idea of this deck. I think it's super strong. The fact that Cupid Pinch can search like a lot of your virtual world monsters. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but it can search like get to your power cards like Lulu.
Yeah, Cupid pitch is
I think
an
it's
insane
super
card.
strong.
I think this card's insane.
And with triple E-Tele allows you to get to your tuners a lot easy to make needle without actually using your effects. So it gives you like a second push and Sword Soul other than just your names.
A lot of people were talking about not playing Desires as one of now, but as he said in his profile, like every time he opened Desires, it was just like the best card in his deck because it made him win. Because I mean, it's just 3 extra cards.
I think moving forward, you'll probably see if they have. I haven't played Virtual World in a very long time, so I don't know how crucial every card in your extra deck is. But I could see like some amount of prosperity plus the 1 desires, and like the chances of you drawing into it's not that big.
How do you feel about the Ready Fusion thing with the Theseus and the Needle Fiber?
Pretty neat.
I think it won him a bunch of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this card may start seeing more play because of this, and especially in this deck.
I mean, I think that he should be playing 1 instant fusion, 1 ready fusion. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to play 2 ready fusion, but other than that, just because if like one gets stopped by whatever, I don't even know, you can still activate the other one in the same turn.
What would you instant fusion? Can you instant fusion Theseus?
Yes.
I thought instant fusion was level 4 or lower.
5 or lower.
Oh.
The one thing I don't like about this list, this is the only thing, and I think the only reason I know why I think he did this, but he main decks 1 Ghost Ogre.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like that, but I think I understand the reason. I think the reason is he can use E-Tele as a trap card.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said that he was playing it for the E-Tele.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like this
deck
list
list, though.
overall.
Yeah.
Deck is sweet. I think you should main deck. No, I don't like how there's no droplet in his deck list at all. Though.
Yeah, it's not
That's
here.
one thing I do not like.
I think Droplet over Dark Ruler if you're gonna play that like one of those cards. How do you feel about the Zombie World thing?
He said it wasn't very good. Whenever I watched his deck profile, he said that he didn't have enough for PK. And if you look, the only card he has for PK is Gamma and Ash, really.
Yeah. He said that this was for the Flu Under deck and he was scared of it. So.
Yep, and it was well tried, but
yeah,
I think he went a little hard on that. I think he should have just played more cards for PK. He probably would have won the event.
I agree. All right, let's go to deck number 3, which is it's top 4. They aren't really listed as starting 4th. This is Charlie's and next is Hani's.
World champion.
Yeah,
Dragon
Charlie
Duels.
is insane. He's a good player. I was watching him during the YCS, the remote YCS. I was watching some of his games. He plays really well.
I think his deck list needs to be innovated some. If you notice, his deck is just like an old format deck in this new format,
Yep.
which I don't think is viable. There's just I mean, it's not that it's not viable. It's just that he can improve his deck either by playing like the punk cards or by playing Brave or whatever. And I feel like his deck is good, obviously, but I feel like it could be better. I do like DD Crow in the side deck, however.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, for sure.
I think he probably played this list because it's more of what he's comfortable with and going into this. What some
New
people would say
format,
is a
stuff like
bigger
that.
event for prizing and stuff. I feel like he wanted to play something he was more comfortable with.
For sure.
Right.
It's already proven, right? Where these other lists aren't as proven. So like some
Yeah.
people don't like to take the risk.
It's not
I
like
understand
it's not
that
like a
totally.
regional or a local like where you can play around like he wanted to do really well.
Which he did, so
Mhm.
Yeah, he did. Good.
congratulations.
And going on to Hani's list, it's more the same. He's not playing the Brigade. I don't really see much of a difference. He's
I'm pretty sure Gabe's first place list did not play the equip spell, which Hani's does.
That's the difference.
Yeah,
That's the one card difference is he played the Eclipse spell. I think it's this. I think this is different. The Twin Twisters, and he doesn't play.
Yeah, he
Almirage.
played Cosmic. He played Cosmic. Well, I mean, there's no reason to play Almirage if you're not
Yeah,
playing
that's what I'm
Brigade.
saying. He's playing the Evil Swarm.
Yeah, that's really neat.
He's also
He,
playing. I think the Evil Swarm is terrible. I don't know
It's
why.
different.
You literally just activate the Brave card and attack over it. And
That's what they were saying in
Hani's-
the deck list. that you
yeah,
just
Yeah,
take
that's what
over.
Pac was talking about.
Yeah, and he's like, well, you always have this, that, or whatever, but like, if you already have all those things, do you really need the Evil Swarm?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
can you
main
just play a
more
more
card.
flexible card? Like, definitely need to play Almirage and
For sure.
Brigade for the brick hands.
I feel like there's no reason not to play Brigade in the deck. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, especially like he's not even playing Imperm. So like, what people are saying like you can't play Imperm and Brigade together because it just makes Brigade dead. Like he's not even playing that. Like the only traps he's playing are the traps that are good in the deck, and you banish them. So I don't see a reason
Yep.
not to play it.
I agree.
For sure.
I would much rather, if you're wanting to cut a trap, I'd much rather cut a Fog Blade for if like you're hard set on wings, right? I would definitely cut a fog blade for a Brigandine or a wings for a Brigandine before I would not play Brigandine.
Right.
I noticed everyone's choosing to play wings. I think.
I thought that too until I actually got experience with the deck and realized it just wasn't needed.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think the players that are playing this are either scared to cut it for some reason, or like you said earlier, they're not just as experienced with the deck as a lot of players are.
Yep. People also just don't understand that the double scythe pop isn't that great in the mirror match.
He's also playing the driver package in the
Yeah,
side
their
deck as
side
well.
decks are identical except 3 cosmic, so they'd probably definitely worked on the decks together.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's go out of top 4. We're gonna go to this is not. Oh yeah, this is the 5th place. Yeah.
Yes, this is.
Yeah, he's just mislabeled.
Yep.
Hey, he's playing Brigade, but he's not playing All Mirage.
And he's not, and he's not playing
Mm-hmm.
Staingreaves either.
Oh my gosh. So,
He's also maining Droll.
yeah, I think that's terrible.
I think you shouldn't play Kagamusha Knight either.
Yeah, I don't really understand why he's playing Kagamusha Knight and not the E-Tele package. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, you're not chain blocking anything. Like, what's the point of Kagamusha?
Yeah, I agree. He is playing the anti-spells in the main, which I can see, like, I guess. Maybe if you run into Striker or something, I feel like Striker's still gonna... Yeah, so his extra deck, I like this. I like how he's playing the Underworld Goddess. Like, I don't know how you would play it, but I think this card... I like this card a lot.
I definitely think it's interesting. I don't know if the Raiders Knot's needed, because the reason they play that is for the double pop, and I don't think double Olivier is needed. But then again, it may just be because this player's inexperienced with the deck.
It could be.
But you'll see that a lot.
If I was going to play that Underworld Goddess, I would definitely play IP.
Same.
So, like, you can use it on your opponent's turn as, like, a wipe.
I
Also,
agree.
he's playing evenly matched in his side deck, which just loses harder to Lancia, which they're going to slide in against you anyway. So I would definitely not play evenly matched at all in Phantom Knights.
Evenly matches strong in the mirror, however, though. Like, it against Phantom Knights, like, if they do Scythe Lock you and you evenly match them, a lot of the time, if you have some sort of interruption, you can live a turn.
He's also playing 3 Kaiju in this side deck too.
Yeah, he's scared
Just
to lose
choosing to
that
not
too.
play Nip at all.
He's just scared of Flunder, dude. Like, if you look, like, the only thing this guy has for the mirror, and this is probably what he lost to in Top Cut, is 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Lancia. That's not, and, like, the droplets, obviously, but that's just not enough, like, to win a tournament. It's just, he has 3 anti-spell on his side deck. Like, he probably didn't use that very much, and Kaiju's probably weren't that great for him either, but...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus
I'd say
6
he might have
cards,
decided to
6
start
cards for back row decks, like, do you really need 6 cards for Eldritch?
Yep, I think this list will change. I think he'll...
For
like,
sure.
he definitely did well, and he's definitely happy about it, but I think he'll change a lot in this list.
I agree.
Alright, going on to 6th place, we have Tyler with another Sword Soul deck.
He's main deck in Cosmic.
Yep.
I guess this is a hedge towards Scythe, right?
I feel like that's what it
Has
is.
to
I feel
be.
like he's playing this because he knew people were going to be playing Scythe in their decks.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like, this is the same, almost the same list as Charlie's, right? It's just an old format deck in the new format, and he's only main decking 2 Ash Blossom, which is interesting. So he only plays, I guess he plays 8 Going Stagger cards, which is pretty high, but 5 of them are low impact, so I think this list is not great.
What's interesting is the Arclight in the extra deck.
Let's talk about that and these anti-magic arrows. Like,
I mean,
don't think I've
it's
ever
just
seen
a budget it's a budget Dinko Sekka, right? That's all it is. Pretty much.
Second was $1, so it's not really, budget. But
I mean, you need your normal summon, right? This card doesn't take up your normal summon.
that's fair. I don't know. I've never seen this card played in the meta deck, so
It's interesting.
It's
The reason he plays Arclight in his extra deck is because there are some lines that you can make it with a floating Auroradon
Right.
token.
Yeah. It's just interesting. No one else.
I think
And
you
that's
just cut
also
that
playing
play with
Auroradon?
13.
I don't think the 13 is like as needed as people like think it is, because Logan was
Not in
playing
this
Soul over
list.
the weekend.
Not in this.
On the desktop
What do you think
version.
about the 2 Ishuda versus the other 3?
I mean, the reason they played 2 Vegeta last format is because of Protoss calling Dark Blind, but I think he just didn't understand why they were only playing 2 Vishuda, so he just cut it.
Yeah, I feel like 3 Vishuda is definitely a thing now for every any Sword Soul deck.
Yep. Like I said, if you look at his deck, he just has a bunch of low impact cards and then Lancia. It's not enough to win a tournament against a Scythe combo deck.
Yep. All right, let's go to 7th place, which is Anthony with the first Eldritch deck we've seen, and it's Eldritch Brave DPE.
Wow.
This deck is good, bro.
It is.
I think this deck is good. What I'm very
ain't taking
interested
Lancias.
and curious about is he's not playing 3 skill drain anywhere. Like, he's not maining it. He's not siding it. It's just not in his list. Which
I
think
mean,
is
this
interesting.
isn't like a traditional Eldritch deck.
Yeah.
The only traps you play are Eldritch cards, so people are signing in. A lot of people are really dumb. They probably don't think about how many trap cards you're actually playing, so they're signing in all this, like, spell a trap removal against just your Eldritch engine, and they still have to play through DPE Brave plus hand traps. I would
Yeah.
like to see him play a little bit more hand traps, though. However, because one thing I don't like about impermanence, at least game 2 and 3, is it gets hit by the evenly matches, the lightning storms, stuff like that. Harpy's Feather Duster. Where if you had a card like, let's say, I don't know, DD Crow, for example, or Effect Veiler, it doesn't get hit by those cards.
You can hold it.
Therefore, like, you have more interruptions in your hands that your opponent really can't interact with.
Okay.
I see that. I don't think there's anything.
He's out in Lava Golem.
The big boy.
He's also playing the Christmas package, which I think is cool.
I mean, he just has extra room. I would like to see in this list, there was a player at our case tournament that got top 4 that played like a normal summon of the Cyburst cards. They're like one card just
Cyburst
Predaplants.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just
Shouldn't-
to make Predaplant and just kind of like a combo version, and he played very little traps. Very similar lists. But I would like to see something like that if it's good enough. But I like this list a lot actually.
Yeah, me too.
I think this list is really strong. All right, let's go to 8th place, which is Christopher, and this is a Despia deck, which I'm kind of excited about.
Yeah, I am too.
CJ.
I think that I don't know how strong this deck is, but I feel like these Despia cards we're probably catching a lot of people off guard during this tournament.
Yeah, it's very unexplored for some people. Well, for
I
a lot of
don't
people,
know.
actually.
So, I don't think. So, a lot of people don't really know how to play against the SBA cards because they don't really know what they do. I don't really have enough experience to speak on this, but I would assume
neither.
you could play Brave cards in this deck over the Invoked package. Like, I know the OCG does that, and I would assume it's still viable even like without the new Despia cards. And it would probably just be better than Invoked, to be honest.
Yeah, he probably just didn't have the Brave engine to try, or hasn't tested it out enough. The Invoked engine is obviously really good in the deck, but Brave Despia is just really strong. I know that from watching people play it. I just don't have, like you said, enough knowledge to speak about the Despia cards itself. But
I don't like how little high impact hand traps again that he's playing. Like, the only high impact hand trap he's playing is literally Lancia for the PK deck, and that is not enough. Like I've said over and over again.
I like the deck though. Good job, Chris.
Yep.
I'm excited to see more of this. I hope we see more of this before the Albaz structure deck comes out, because I just like this deck. I like what it does.
I think Dogmatica is really strong with Brave, so that's something to explore.
All right, let's go on. Leaving top 8, going to 9th place with a Invoked Alistair deck.
Main deck missing mine.
He does main
I
deck
like it.
9, and he's maining 2 Maximus.
He's not main decking Forbidden Droplet.
He's siding Droplet, which I think Droplet is really good in this deck. I feel like
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
this is my deck.
I'm playing Droplet.
I'm playing Droplet. I don't play RB Feather Duster, which, I mean, he's probably playing this because he thought a lot of Elves were going to be in there. I don't think I main Duster. I don't think I main Mist in mine. I don't like this card in this deck. It's really strong with like the DPE and stuff, but I don't like it.
It's just not needed.
And I don't play a second Maximus.
Well, I mean, I think the reason he played a second Maximus is
Isn't that
because Nadir went to
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
So,
I think
like-
that's why too. But
Roll Decree in the side deck, I think
That's-
that is just
it's
not
wild.
needed.
yeah, it's just not.
I
He's playing a lot
guarantee
of back
you.
row hate. He's playing Duster in the main, 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Ruler Decree. Like, I think he was really scared of Eldritch and scared of Skill
I think-
Drain.
I think Roller
Yeah.
Decree's awful against Eldritch because, like, if they're not playing DPE, they're definitely playing, like, Golden Lore out to that card, like, DPE out to that card, the Brave engine outs that card. Like, why are you playing Royal Decree? It just doesn't make any sense.
Other than that, I think it's just a really standard invoked list.
Yep. I don't like how there's no Lancey in his deck, but
Well, good job, Jason. And then, I don't know how to say your name, but we have another Eldritch deck, and this guy is playing a lot of trap cards.
now this is Eldritch. This
This
is
is-
trap
yeah.
Eldritch.
He's playing
Yeah.
all of them. He's playing the Strikes, the Ice Dragon
TCB
Prisons,
goes in match, skill
PCBs,
drain.
Posey.
I will tell you,
Anti-spell,
Ice
Sun
Dragon Prison is so strong against
Yep.
PK. Holy
Yes.
moly,
This card
dude.
is very good right now. I agree. He's even playing the
Like-
Lord of Heavenly Prison.
Yeah, I guarantee you, this man probably had the most free wins of his life. Game 1.
Yeah. I don't know what this card
He main
does.
decks 9 Floodgates. It's just like a Monster Reborn Forever.
I wish.
Cold Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely built his deck to win game 1 against PK.
I think the only thing I'm not the biggest fan of is 2 Cursed Eldlin. I think that's how you win going second a lot of time, but I would say he just wanted his deck to be 40 cards, and that was the 41st card, so he just cut it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you play 3 of all these Golden Lord traps?
I have no clue.
I don't play Elvis, man.
Me neither.
The
I
only
feel
thing
like-
I do not like about his side deck is I feel like there should be a little bit more going second cards.
I feel like you
But
could
I don't-
it for something.
Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like if you're going first, you have 9 floodgates already in your main deck. Do you really need 12?
Yeah, like what are you taking out of your main
Do you
deck to
need
put into some other
15 with 3 anti-spells? Like, come on, man.
deck? Like, what floodgate? What are you taking out to replace with other floodgates? Is my thing. Because you're already playing quote the best floodgates in the game. Like, I guess you can take like certain ones out for
Like a
Sky
TT's bad
Strikers.
against certain matchups and shit, but
Yeah. But
I feel like you're gonna bring in Solemn game 2 and 3 going first most of the time. So
yeah, I feel like he definitely needs some kind of side deck card. I like a set going second cards.
yeah, I like this deck. I bet you he got a lot of free wins.
Don't know how to pronounce his name, but good job. And then 11th place. This is what I'm pumped about. We got Madolce
Let's
here. Shout out
go.
Tyler Potter.
With Fairy Tale Snow.
Phew! But Vin, good job. You know, all the Madolce fans are rooting for you here. You know, Logan, you play Madolce. How do you feel about the list?
I have no clue how Fairy Tale Snow is good in this deck. I have been trying to figure this out. So the only thing I can think of is Small World. It has to have something to do with Small World and being able to reveal different things to be able to get to the power
Level
cards,
4.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
because all your cards go back to your
Like-
deck.
I'm guessing it has something to do with the puddings and stuff. I don't really know.
Maybe.
I think it's sweet if it makes because I guarantee you this deck is super consistent. That's the only thing it could be.
Snow banishes any card, right?
Correct.
So maybe he uses it to fix D-Shifter. Like, be able to use D-Shifter again.
That
Could
could
be.
be it, but I think it's more likely with the Small World thing. It has to be because that's the only thing I can think of.
He's
Because there's
also
nothing
playing
to
the
like dump it.
Skullmaster as well.
He is playing a Skullmaster. That's interesting.
Could be for the small
That's
world
probably
too.
the Small World thing. I don't know how to use Small World. You know, that card's annoying to me. But Vin or somebody, if you guys know why he plays Snow, let us know. Because I like this deck. I love seeing Madolce do well. Like, I played it a long time ago.
It's
but
something
not enough.
different,
It's
like-
definitely something different. It's definitely a rogue deck, but I think this deck could do like this guy did. He did really well in the tournament.
He's not playing
I
Lancey at
definitely,
all.
if you look at his deck though, I love this. 3 Nibiru, 3 D-Shifter, 3 Gamma, 3 Imperm.
Yep.
9 out of his 12 going second cards are super high impact.
Right.
Unfortunately, this deck can't really play Droplet because, you know, you don't really want a lot of monsters in your graveyard and stuff, whatever. But
But
I
the
do
cards
really
he chose
like-
to go second are really good going second cards.
yes, and
Yeah.
I guarantee you he made his. I would almost bet this is a going second build, obviously because it's Madolce, and he OTK'd a lot of people and made a lot of people
Mhm.
upset.
And D-Shifter's really strong.
Yeah.
So like any deck that can play this is okay. We didn't talk about D-Shifter in our side deck tier list, but like I feel like this isn't even a side deck card. Like if you're playing this card, you're probably gonna play it in your main deck. It's just good against everything.
What? There's probably like 2 decks that can play it in the format or 3,
Exactly.
and like if they open it, their deck is tier 1. If they don't open it, it's tier 5. Like.
Yeah. All right, but good job, Vin. I'm excited about this. Let's go on to number 12.
Your deck's sweet.
Yeah. Now, this is what I was seeing people play over the weekend was the Psi Reflectors in the Virtual World deck. I didn't even know this card was a thing until this weekend.
Yeah, it's a 1-card needle fiber.
Yep. I think it's cool. I think it's strong. I don't know if it is needed in the Virtual World deck. I've never played Virtual World. I do know the deck has a lot of breaking problems, but
I think it's 100% needed. Yeah, it's a 1-card needle off of E-Telly, which is cool. I think it's 100% like I don't even know if like necessarily this monster is needed in the deck, like the assault package. But I think needle's needed in the deck just because it fixes some of your very, very bad hands.
Right.
Yeah, I like the Ballisto. It's very solid. I don't see anything like. I think he's
playing
doing,
Ghost Spell in the
he's
side
doing what I
deck,
talk
which
about
is
a lot.
neat.
He's playing a lot of 2-ofs.
I think that's just incorrect.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know what-
I don't think 2-ofs are necessarily incorrect. I just think you should be playing 3 Lancia in your. I just don't think the guy knew what he would be playing against at the weekend. So if you notice, he's like, "Well, I randomly have 2 Ghost Bells, 2 what you know what I mean?"
Yeah,
he didn't know what to play
he didn't know what
against.
the meta was going to be.
Right, exactly.
But I like the list. I think it's okay. All right, let's go to 13th. Kamal, obviously a very credited player.
Nice PK
I
deck.
think
Also not
he's-
playing Brigade.
Yeah, he's not playing Brigade. I feel like that's going to change. If this everyone's going to change that. He is playing the E-Telly package. He is playing the Equip spell.
Not playing All Mirage.
He's not playing Almirage, but he's also not playing Brigade. He's playing Pank though.
I saw that.
His side deck is almost identical.
Yep.
To the other 2.
The only thing that changes,
But-
he's not. I think he's not playing Feather Duster, and he's
Feather-
playing Pank.
Feather Duster and Pank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only difference. And I mean, this list is obviously decent, but I guarantee you, this list after this weekend, these players will definitely change certain key things.
Yeah, for
agree.
sure.
All right, let's go on. 14, smashing another PK deck. He is playing Brigade. Let's go.
Let's go.
He's playing.
He's playing Pop
Almirage.
Trap cards.
Yeah, he's
2
playing Pop Traps.
E-Telly.
Maybe he didn't have a
Oh.
third. Maybe he had 2 oldies and he didn't want to play a rare. Okay. He's playing the 1 ogre.
I don't know why you wouldn't play 3 Telly if you're playing Ogre. You can have all your targets. Because he's playing Tracker Builder. Like, might as well just throw 30 Telly in there.
Maybe he couldn't think of a card to cut. Like he
Wings.
wanted to cut. I think he cut wings, but
Yeah.
he's already playing 41. I had the 30 tell. He cut the Brigadines or not the Brigadine, the wings and the other Phantomite. I think it's a solid list.
Yeah, he's playing 2 rights.
He's
He
also
probably just
playing
didn't have a third
FO,
right.
Yeah.
Levier combo too.
They said that there was a lot of people like scramming trying to buy all these cards, so he was probably there trying to get his engine when he was there, and he was panicking. But
Yeah.
he did really well, obviously.
Yeah, he got 14.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I don't like this man's deck.
Yeah, I think it's going to change.
He's also side decking the
The
second ogre.
ogre.
Yeah, I don't.
This deck list looks very thrown together.
Yeah.
I think he was
just
rushed.
scrambled.
All right, let's go on. 15th place. We have a Invoked Dragoon,
Dragoon,
Eldritch
Eldritch.
deck.
He's main decking Lancia.
He is
And
main
drop
decking
it.
Lancia. And he's
I do
playing
not
drop it.
understand
TCB.
why you would play Invoked Eldritch over Invoked Red Eyes over Invoked DPE, because Red Eyes and Invoked you can't use at the same time, but you can use DPE and Invoked at the same time. So I don't understand.
Yeah,
like-
I feel like these engines conflict, but like he's playing Dogmatica too. He's playing Invoked, Dogmatica, Dragoon, Eldritch. Like I feel like it all just conflicts with each other, and I mean it might not. Like I know, like it's just like with the Invoked DPE and Dogmatica deck or whatever. Like you open 2 of one engine or whatever, or like one engine, and vice versa. So, like maybe if he just opens all those cards, he plays that. But if he opens Dragoon and Eldritch card, he plays that. But I feel like your deck's just gonna conflict so much.
Yeah, I just don't like it. It's just simple. It's not that I don't like Red Eyes, and it's not like I definitely do not like Invoked with Eldritch. I think it's just awful.
I agree.
But-
Top card as well.
I think he was trying to go in 3 different directions, and he just needs to figure out his game plan, because clearly he doesn't understand what he wants. Do you want to be the trap deck to set up Dragoon with 5, or do you want to be the Invoke deck that sets up like DPE, Mechaba, a few interruptions, whatever? Like you need to pick one.
Yeah, I think it's just, this deck just tries to do too much.
Yep.
Let's go ahead to the last one, 16th place, the only Tri-Brigade deck we have seen. Like we said, it's not going to be a bird up, it's going to be pure Tri-Brigade, Old Faithful. But he is playing
All faithful.
the Fusion Destiny package, and he's also playing Crossout Designator.
That's the only deck in top 16 playing crossout, correct?
I would almost bet money that this player got Lancet and lost with Crossout Designator in his hand. Because it's not in his
Yeah.
deck list.
It's not at all in his deck list.
It's really
Like-
surprising too.
If you're playing Crossout, and you're playing all these hand traps, like he's playing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, going like 14 cards you're probably going to hit with Crossout, maybe. And none of them are Lancia. Not even in the side deck.
Another player playing. This guy just had to not have cards. He's playing two droplet, 2 Dark Ruler no more. Like this deck list is just a mess, bro.
Yeah, I think instead of playing all these different hand traps, I mean, at least add 1 Lancia to your deck. Like, even if you don't want to use it, like, use it for your Crossout if you're going to play Crossout.
Why do you think he's playing 2 Revolt and not just the 1?
Because he's going to open a bunch of hand traps and he wants to be able to set it.
I think 2 Revolt's fine. You get in grind games where Revolt comes up, right? I think that's a good number.
Yeah.
But one thing I don't like is like he's main decking all these hand traps. But like if you look, like Nib doesn't really hurt his deck.
Nope.
Droll doesn't really hurt his deck. DD Crow doesn't really hurt his deck. Like why are you playing these hand traps for Crossout?
I don't think he's playing Crow for crossout.
I think he's playing these hand traps because that's what the hand traps he wants to play.
Yeah. Because Crow can also like hit DP as well. But like I don't know.
I don't think there's a reason to play Crossout. I think he just wanted to play it. Like,
I
Like,
think
what are you
that
scared of?
this deck, I don't really like the Cerberus combo, but I think Tri-Brigade is actually pretty good right now. Simply because the amount of hand traps this deck can play is unmatched. The only deck that can play this many hand traps is something like Sword Soul, and I think that this deck can just play more, and I think that you'll be seeing Tri-Brigade start to rise up a little bit. As long as people don't start main decking a ton of Lancia, that is.
He's also playing Harpies in the main as well. Something to note.
I mean, he just straight up loses to skill drain, right? I completely
Yeah,
understand
for sure.
that.
he's playing a lot of going second cards.
I mean, that's how Tri should be built, I think.
I agree.
You make your Revolt board going first, and you stop them going second.
I mean, PK's not playing through Apollo Revolt, most likely.
So,
Plus he plays Huge Destiny, so
something I was curious about is the top 16 had no Praying Kids, no Sky Striker. I think that was pretty cool. I'm really confused on like no Praying Kids thing. A lot of people have been hyping that deck up, and there's none up here.
I think people are just scared to play that deck.
Yeah,
Week 1.
kind of scary.
Well, I
Is there any
mean, that
decks-
and like, people aren't really prepared with the Brave engine and knowing like how to chain block with the deck properly.
What was there any decks that you guys thought you would see in this top cut that you didn't?
I mean, I'm not surprised that the Brave Tingy deck is not in this top cut because I think that deck's going to be like a later deck.
yeah.
I think that
Sorry,
deck is
Storm.
going to take some time for people to understand the combos and interactions because that deck is very, very complicated.
I'm excited to see that deck come out.
I am too. It's gonna be really neat to watch and play.
Well, you guys have any last comments?
People need to stop putting Godarla in their side deck.
But congratulations to everyone in the top 16.
Well, guys, again, shout out to Carloncho store. Link will be in the description. Check them out. Order all your cards from. We appreciate you guys for the deck list. Good job, everybody at the top. This PPG. There's another one, I think, in April, right?
Yep. And
Should be.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Another one in Kentucky in April at the next TCG Con. Make sure you guys go check out their tournament. Their tournaments are always really cool. But let us know what you guys think should have been in the top 16 that you were surprised about. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching our video. If you like what you saw, make sure you check out our most recent video here and our most recent vlog here. We appreciate your feedback. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. We hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.